Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 193. It's your boy A-Dub.
Hey, your boy Stress. What's good, SLAC family?
What it do? Back in. What's good, Strizzy? Gotta throw up some gang signs to get it started,
You know what I'm saying? I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm doing really good. Another week in paradise. I'm feeling good about the NBA playoffs. I'm excited to talk about that. And really, we're getting into those slower news days. Those kind of dog days of summer are coming soon. NBA playoffs is our big thing. Not a lot of NFL news, and not a lot of baseball or other sports, but a couple things I want to touch on. But really, just also always love to just get together with my boys and also the slackers out there. So I'm happy to be back.
Oh man, same. Yeah, like I said, it's that we're hitting that phase. You know what I'm saying? Where everything's a little bit slow. Except for basketball, obviously, as we're getting into the NBA championship for this year, and then baseball is just so early. We don't really care too much about it right now because it's just really, really early. So yeah, we'll see how things go, but ready to get it popping.
Yes, let's get it. Let me welcome in a few of our friends here. We got Mom. She said Happy Tuesday. We got Unc in the building. Hello, fam. And then we got Grace as well. She says, "Wow, 193. It is crazy. We're marching towards that 200 number, and definitely got to put together something special for 200. We're still gonna figure that out.
Absolutely.
But we can't wait too long. We gotta get plenty for sure.
7 weeks come quick.
Yeah. All right. Let's round out our panel. Let's bring in our third member of the show for tonight. We got our boy Matt Marcus. Matt Marcus, what's good?
What up, man?
We throwing you in there, man. We just throwing you right in the fire. What's good? How you doing?
We good. How y'all feeling, man?
Same old. Feeling really good, actually.
Yeah. Things are good. No complaints over here at all. Glad to have you with us though, for sure. And you're in the nice office too. You know what I'm saying? Got the nice background jumping. But are those new kicks at the top?
Oh, that's the FAMU dunks.
Let me see those. I think we didn't see those yet close up. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's
FAMU. Yeah.
That's sick. See, Marcus coming through with that heat. That's what's up. All right.
No, we're not gonna do that. You got the heat. Stop.
Not for long. No.
I got a little lighter. You got the flame.
Together we make a big flame. That's what it is. Also want to welcome Pops to the show. He says good evening. Welcome, Pops.
What up, Pops? Grace.
Excited to see how he's feeling too about that. Unc says though, he says, Pops, you're right about Embiid. Freaking guy is weak. Well, we'll get into that when we get into NBA talk.
What's going on with these guys?
Pops has pulled Unc over to the dark side against Embiid.
That's terrible, dog.
He's got growing numbers, growing strength in the campaign against Embiid. So we'll see what's up with that. But let's go ahead and pull up our graphics and let's get into our first topic of the day. What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL talk. Let's get it. All right, NFL talk. So we've had the draft, we've done our draft grades, and really there's going to be a little bit of time in between now and when it's really getting into OTAs and when the players report back. So for now, not a lot of news, but one exciting thing is this Thursday, the schedule will be released. And so that's always a fun day as a football fan to go and see now what are there going to be those good dates? What are those early season matchups? What's that Christmas Day game, that Thanksgiving Day game type of thing? Yeah. So that'll be really exciting. And definitely next week on next week's show, we'll have take a look at our team schedules and see how we're feeling about it. Who do you think they're going to match up the rookie with? First off, Strizzy, you think they're going to have a good matchup for the Panthers coming out the gate?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll probably I don't know. Panthers don't usually start the year off with the division game usually, but I'm thinking hopefully we start with the division game. Like let's start off right? Because the NFC South right now is like it's up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody could grab it. So I'd love to see us take on the Falcons maybe week 1. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even the Saints week 1, but we'll see how it goes.
That's what's up. A few teams are supposed to, or like are rumored to be headlining a lot of the primetime matchups. The Chiefs, of course, being the returning Super Bowl champions, they're going to open things up, and then also the Jets. I guess the Jets are looking to have a lot of primetime games. Cowboys play the Jets too, so we'll see if that comes to fruition with with their new quarterback over there, and then Eagles also being the big NFC. But in my opinion, though, if we're gonna have those teams, one team that's always on prime time, no matter what, always gonna get those prime time games is America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. So got to throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. It doesn't matter what the record is. Cowboys are always going to be out there. So I'm excited to see, though, what of those good matchups are. And Marcus, are you into that too? Are you excited to see the schedule released this year?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely see what we got because last year we had was it like a medium? You think schedule? Yeah. So it's time for us to get a little easy one. But you never know. Like a lot of these teams change, so you never know. I think our division has gotten a little better too. So I don't think we're gonna have an easy schedule at all.
Right. No, I agree. Maybe it'll be a little bit easier from last year since we won't be facing like those number 1 seeds for the NFC, but we'll see how it works out. But I'm ready. I'm excited. I know they are playing the Jets, like we said, but they are also playing the Cardinals here in Arizona. So that'll be exciting. I think we're definitely going to have to represent for that.
Yeah, I can't wait for that game.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. Anthony Weston in the building. He says, "What's up, guys? Just in perfect time for us to big up his Chiefs." I definitely think, though, Patrick Mahomes, he gets a lot of primetime show. And even their division games are always fun, the Chargers, the Raiders. So I definitely think they will get probably the most primetime games. So
most likely.
Like I said, slow news for NFL, slow news week. One other thing, though, that came out is the Colts are saying that the Commanders tampered with Andrew Luck potentially last year, and they're talking about having an investigation, but apparently the Commanders, when they were looking for all of their quarterbacks and landed on Carson Wentz, one of the possibilities that they kicked around was Andrew Luck. And I guess, they were making some inquiries on whether he would want to come out of retirement or not. But he still, I don't want to say belongs to, that sounds weird, but his rights still belong to contractually the Colts. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
He's been on the league for 3 years?
What's that?
He's been on the league for 3 years?
Yeah, I think it was 2019. So I think it's 4 years now. I think that was his last year he played. But he still had like 3 or 4 years on his contract with the Colts. So they're like, look, if anybody wants to talk to Andrew Luck, you got to come through us first. I can't think that the Commanders were too serious about that, but who knows? They're playing Sam Howell this year, so maybe they were for any possibility. So it's just kind of weird. But that's about the only other thing for NFL talk. Anthony Weston, in terms of the schedule, says, hope they put Chingos versus Chiefs versus Bengals versus Chiefs. They've been talking too much for opening night.
That'd
be pretty cool, though. I don't know. Chiefs got the better of them last time, but I think the Bengals are going to still be contenders, so we'll see. But that's all we have for NFL. Exciting times as we move forward to the offseason a little bit more and seeing OTAs and things like that. But like I said, slow news, so we'll go ahead and get into our next topic, which is our big topic for the moment. All right, NBA talk. Now, I'm going to go through all the playoff matchups of round 2, but quick news real quick is the all-defensive first team was announced. And this is one of the last, I think there may be a few more awards to be announced, but I thought this was kind of interesting. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this.
What in the world?
What do you think about the all-defensive first team for this year?
That has to be the weirdest looking.
It is kind of.
I don't. I think the system has to be. It can't be. I don't know, man. I still think from when Marcus Smart made defensive player of the year, I thought that was crazy. So I don't look at this stuff no more. It's just, to me, this, I don't know. That's, to me, they're cool guys, but Caruso made the first team. Lopez made first team. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm different, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think the only two that didn't surprise me was Drew Holiday and Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah, those two, yeah.
Same.
But Caruso, that's cool. I love Caruso, but do I think he belongs up there? I'm not sure. Evan Mobley, I don't know. Like, if you were going to play these five, it's not like you'd be like, oh, we're not scoring at all. Like, we're going to
I know. This say clamps to me,
right. So
the only reason why Brook Lopez made it was because I think he averaged almost 3 blocks a game or something like that. But he don't do nothing else. What I mean? And I get it, but he doesn't even get the rebounds that I think he should get for someone who's 7'2". You know what I mean? So
So it's basically stats, maybe.
Yeah, but it's just like Brook Lopez made it like solely on blocks, like nothing else, just blocks. But I'm like, y'all could have given him 13 for that. You know what I mean? Second team. You know what I mean? I feel like if anybody should have been out there, I think AD got hosed. I mean, as far as like defensively goes, I mean, like the amount of rebounds he averaged, you know what I mean, with the blocks that he averaged.
And then, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna close. Like, you know, I don't know what kind of year, you know, Evan Mobley had, but I'm like, Giannis is still Giannis, dog. Like, we're talking like these are regular season awards. Like, Giannis is gonna belong up there every year until he just somehow slows down. So I'm like, Giannis ain't up there either. Kind of crazy to me.
Yeah. Now, I was gonna say, is Evan Mobley, is he a center?
He's a power forward.
Yeah,
it's like they got 3 bigs up there. I'm like, dang. So
right.
It's kind of, I know it's surprising. I think they just put Jaren Jackson and Evan Mobley kind of just in the forward category, but you're right. There were kind of a lot of bigs. Evan Mobley's kind of like a center, but I guess especially in this day and age NBA, there are no centers really.
Yeah.
So,
I think Jared Allen is more of their center. So that's, I think, like Evan Mobley's kind of like a power forward.
True.
Yeah, he became a center because Whatchamacallit got hurt, you know. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did miss a couple games. You're right.
So, but that's that. I think there's a couple more now awards to be announced, but we'll bring them and we'll discuss them. I love the an instant reaction though, Marcus, from you on that one. So
that's crazy.
And Anthony Weston says, look up the second team and tell me it doesn't feel like they should be the first team. So I'm gonna see if I can find a graphic with the second team real quick. The other note here, I don't think we talked about it since we've been together last. Budenholzer fired from the Bucks. That's a good coach to me. What did you guys think of that being
a great coach, dog? Like,
yeah, that's crazy. It's like I always say, it's something behind the scenes, man. Something behind the scenes, because you can't just fire that guy. And we seen when Coach Casey got fired. I think he won Coach of the Year, I think it was. Yep. He got fired. Right. Well, yeah.
Let me see if I can find that second team real quick.
The Coach Bud firing is crazy to me because I feel like a lot of NBA coaches are doing this now. It's like, 2 years. I mean, he's been there longer than that, but I feel like if you don't, do what they want you to do with 2 years, like they're already trying to get, find something else. But it's like who out there right now is better than he is? Who are they going to go out and find that's going to be a better coach than he is?
Right.
They just won a championship. Just won a championship. And I think part of the reason they fired him is because they were the number 1 seed and they lost to the 8th seed. But at the same time, it's like, it's Miami, though. Like, a healthy Miami team. You know what I mean? Like, they're not a true 8 seed. You know what I mean? Like, they're destroying New York right now, about to go right back to the Eastern Conference Finals. And it's like, I think that's what happened. I think they're looking at this all wrong. They're looking at it like, oh, we shouldn't have lost to Miami or the 8th seed. But it's like,
but Johnny didn't play 2 games either. So come on,
exactly, man. 2.5. He only played 11 minutes in game 1.
True, and that's what started things off on the wrong foot for the Bucks. So
right,
definitely very interesting. I did find a graphic real quick. I don't know if it's going to pop up. Oh yeah, it already popped up. Okay. So the bottom half is the second team. So we have Derek White, Draymond Green, OG, Anunoby, Dylan Brooks, and Bam. So
no, it seemed like a third team, that one. So that don't seem like a first team either.
I think I can
see
Draymond, maybe OG.
I don't know. Maybe that's the same defense nowadays. Like Marcus Smart didn't make it. Like he made Defensive Player of the Year. He didn't make it none the first or second team.
I don't know. That is weird.
I think he fell off a little bit this year with the addition of Brogdon. And honestly, and Derek White. I think Derek White's been really good this year too. So
Did Derek White start?
He has in, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. But yeah, still don't really like that one either. I guess the defense is just not the same in the NBA in general. So
yeah, it's not like it used to be. Like the Mutombos and the Dwight Howards and the Bruce Bowens and what's my guy from the Celtics? Oh, what's his name?
Rondo?
No, the Allen. What's his first?
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of his first name, but his name was Allen though. He's always Hulk Hogan before Tony Allen. Yeah, people like that.
Champs.
Yeah, so that's gone away, I guess now. But that should be defensive guys, for sure, who play defense.
Yeah, most definitely. Unk says Milwaukee interested in Nick Nurse of Toronto. I guess that'd be a good fit, but I don't know. We'll see.
You gonna have to ask Giannis what he wants. So
right, for real. All right, let's keep it moving, and we're gonna talk about So this one is. Oh no, this in progress now or no?
No, they played yesterday.
Yeah,
that's right. Okay, my bad. So we see how it got to here. It's really been Jimmy Butler's show. Jalen Brunson's been trying to rep for the Knicks, but not really.
He's been injured too.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. How do you feel about your Heat, Strizzy? You think that they're gonna be good?
I mean, they'll be okay. I mean, like, it's funny. You know, I mean, like, I love what Spo is always able to do with Jimmy Butler and 7 undrafted players. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why I ride for him so hard. Like, y'all can't tell me this man ain't honestly the best coach. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I feel comfortable. I think they went down the road that they wanted to go down. Right, lose to the Hawks so they can beat the Bulls at the 8th seed. They figured, if they had the 7th seed, much harder road, right? Talking about this last week, you go in the 7th seed, you got to play. I forget what you got to play. Boston first.
Boston first, and then the 76ers next.
Exactly, 76ers, and then you're most likely playing the Bucks. You know what I mean? If they didn't have to play Miami in the first round, so
yeah,
no matter who you play in the first round at 7 and 8, it's going to be a tough game. And they decided to go with the Bucks, and now they get the winner of Knicks and the Cavs. So who wouldn't want that? In the semis, right? So I'm feeling really good about it. Honestly, this is the sweep if Jimmy plays game 2.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It was the only one they grabbed, right?
It
was close too.
It was so close, and honestly, I think we got hosed in that game. But yeah, man. So I think we just need to go back to New York in Game 5 and just take care of business and get some rest, because I know Jimmy needs it. He's still resting that ankle a little bit. So like I said, man, like I said last week, I would love to see a 7th and 8th seed in the finals with me and your boys, the Lakers, and the championship.
Yes, it's getting there, dog. It's feeling like that. Oh man,
whoever gets out of 76ers in Boston, man. Like obviously I love the Sixers. I feel like we match up against them so much better, but I feel like we owe Boston to get back to the finals. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I would much rather have them, you guys, move forward than Boston. That's for sure. And a rematch would be so cool. So that's what I'm hoping for. But it looks like the Knicks, congratulations, making it out of the first round.
Right.
But it's pretty much wraps up for the Knicks. So
yeah, it's a wrap.
All right, let's move on to the other series that went last night. We have the Suns and the Nuggets now tied 2-2. This was an interesting moment in the game, and I kind of wanted to get your guys' thoughts about before we talk about what's really going on the court. But Matt Ishiba, the new owner of the Suns, right, winds up with the ball after the ball goes out of bounds, and there's kind of a little thing going on with Jokic trying to get the ball back so he can inbound it quickly and giving him a little, like a little baby little elbow. But I think I definitely want to give credit to the Suns owner for his acting skills. You know what I'm saying? He went to the flopping class with the players, but I didn't think this was too big of a deal, and I'm glad Jokic didn't get fined. I'm sorry, didn't get suspended for Game 5. But what did you guys think about this?
I love the owner, and the reason why I say that is because, like, it's like I feel like the Suns finally have an owner that's actually writing for them, right? Like, I don't know, it's a little bit crazy, but I also love too. He tweeted too, like he loves Jokic, has like mad respect for him, and he was like, I hope he doesn't get fined nor suspended. He basically, I think he like vouched for him, right? And I think that kind of played a part in why he did it. Joker's not really known for getting in trouble, so that also plays a big role. But I feel like, the Suns owner kind of rode for him a little bit. Like, no, like this is competitive series. It's tied 2-2. Now it's best of 3. Let's make sure it stays that way. And there's no, Suns only won because Joker missed Game 5, type stuff. So I love it, man. I love it. He's showing that he's a much better owner in just a couple of months than what Server ever was.
That's real.
Yeah, I think this incident it let everybody know who the owner was, because I didn't know who he was when it happened. So I think the whole world like, oh, okay, he's gonna be known forever now. So I get both sides. The ball came to him. He trying to, like, what I'm saying, like, what you don't take the ball away from me. It's a man thing. Like, if you want to just kind of get it, but he trying to. You can tell he wanted it fast. But on Jokic side, I can see too because he's trying to get the momentum going in the game. He just want the ball back so he can keep going. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. They didn't suspend him or foul him, but they showed today in like before the game, Jokic kind of walked to the owner and threw him a ball and kind of kept walking. You know, so they kind of gave each other dap. So it's all good though. So you know what I'm saying? So I think it was kind of like they weren't cool and something like that. They probably found him like that. He wouldn't got suspended, but I think they probably talked like after the game from like that. Kind of like it's all good, you know. It just happens like that. But I think he's a cool owner too to be on the sideline, kind of like being a fan, not like behind the team, kind of like being over there. So he's gonna be known for something like that. But I think it's all good. I think it's playoff basketball, so I think it's all good. So yeah,
no, I agree. It was like the intensity. It came all the way through the owner. You know what I'm saying? He got a chance to kind of impact the game. He was like, no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that is really cool. I did want to mention too, Bally Sports. I put that on the bottom. There is some trouble with Bally Sports, who basically has the Suns' rights during the regular season, and also their owners RSN. They're basically like bankrupt, and so these are the people that also do the Diamondbacks. So one thing that Matt Ishiba, the Suns' new owner, has already talked about is he's going to basically have it go back to where the Suns games and the Mercury games are going to be free on the over-air channels, basically like the free TV channels, as long as you have an antenna. And then they're also going to start streaming as well. So I guess they did some numbers, and this year the Suns the Suns games only reached an average of 800,000 households. They think that they're going to be able to reach like 3 million now with the free availability. So it's basically banking on like, I'd rather have people be a Suns fan and be able to see the games than basically try to make a little bit of money by putting it on, you know, Fox Sports local or whatever. So I think that's pretty cool. I think also, you know, it makes sense because they're going to have to do something right now since the TV network that does it right now is going bankrupt. And apparently they've already missed some payments to the Diamondbacks on they're supposed to pay them money, you know, to carry their games. So we'll see what happens with that. But I think that is cool that some owners are kind of talking about like, let's just go direct, you know, let's take control of their own.
I had a question too. You know, sometimes I'll be trying to watch some game, like doing it. Not in the playoffs now. It's on everything. It's on the cable now. But during the season, you would try to watch and it says it's like blacked out or something like that. Like, and we local. Like, how can we not watch the game? What does that mean? Is it because of that?
Yeah. So there are some where like, okay, if it's going to be on ESPN, it'll be blacked out for the local network. And there are some crazy rules, but basically like it can be blacked out unless it's a sellout. Because locally you could technically go to the game or you can watch on the other channel. So it's something weird about that.
So it's always national game too then.
Right, exactly.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So, but now I'm interested to see what happens with that, right? Because ESPN does have like their rights, right, to certain national primetime games, or TNT when it's like, you know, the NBA on TNT. Are they still going to be able to stream them free from the Suns directly when that happens? I don't know, but he's basically saying that they're going to have all the games that they can control be like free on like regular cable. So I think that's cool. I think that's how it should be anyways.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that'll be good. More accessibility. Real quick, the other thing I wanted to mention, though, I did want to give a shout out to Booker in this series. Like offensively, he's been going nuts, especially the last two games. Also taking control and actually running the point a little bit more with Chris Paul being out. I think he's been the key to the series. Obviously, Durant is a big key, but Booker's really been carrying the load. And between Booker and Durant, that's really all the offense they're getting, the Suns, the main offense they're getting. Yeah. But real quick, now that it's tied 2-2 and we're basically down to a 3-game series, what do you guys see going forward?
I'm happy Jokic is going to play because I think he don't play that thing series over with. So good thing he's going to play. And they play tonight, so they play the next. They surprised me. I thought the series was over. I thought it was gonna be. They could maybe win one game. I thought they was gonna win the second game at home, not the first one. I thought it was gonna be 3-0, and they'll win that because it's desperate. You know, it's hard to close out somebody at home. But they won 2-2 at home, and it's kind of strange too because Chris Paul didn't play those 2 games. So I don't know if it's like they feel more free, like they don't have to worry about getting involved. But at the same time too, Devin Booker had to do something amazing, like nobody had done that before. The first 2 games, the last 2 games at home, he shot 79%. So that's hard to do that. That's a big thing. So he had to shoot that way because it wasn't really blowouts, you know what I'm saying? So he had to do that to beat this team. So I don't know how long it's gonna last, you know, because we see Booker like You know what I'm saying? They going back to Denver to see how he play there. So if Suns wins tonight, I think they win the series. But I think I put whoever wins tonight going to win the series. So that's how I feel about it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say winner of tonight takes the series as well. And you're right, man. Book's been absolutely crazy. And it's not just the scoring, too. He's averaging 8 assists, too. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, he's doing it from the point guard role as well. And I think, without Chris Paul, if they're able to push the pace a little bit and kind of play a little bit faster, whereas Chris Paul likes to slow things down. So, which kind of doesn't always work because you slow things down, Denver gets a rebound, and Jokic pushes the ball up so quickly. So I think Chris Paul going down actually has kind of been a little bit of a blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But I agree. They're back in it because I really thought it was over too. The biggest problem though was just Book and KD just to do so much to win by 3. You know what I'm saying? They got to do so much to win by 3. Whereas the first 2 games they kind of got blown out. So as long as they can keep it up, they'll be fine. But it kind of sucks when your 2 best players got to get 40 apiece every night just to skate by.
Right. Yeah, they have to average 80 basically between them.
And Jokic had 51 too. They lost, so he's still eating. So it's like, man.
Yeah, I think it is going to be close one. I think tonight is a big key. If the Suns were to mess around and steal this one, I could see them stealing it at home because they do play better at home. They do shoot better at home. And that's what Anthony Weston was alluding to too. Suns are having to do a lot to win. Is my only thing. They're shooting crazy to win. But yeah, I think it's going to be a tough one. And if they do hit a wall, with the fatigue, then that's going to be hard to overcome. But as long as Booker and KD are still punching, I think they do have a chance. Speaking from a Lakers fan standpoint, though, I don't know who I'd rather see win this game, win this matchup. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's going to be tough either way. Mm-hmm. So
you want to play the Suns. You want to play the Suns.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna burn out. They doing so much to win. You get the Suns. Matchup wise, AD gonna eat up.
Yeah,
so that's gone. And then you got Vanderbilt on. He won't stop KD, but you could put something on him. You know what I'm saying? And then you have a better team all around. So I think you beat the Suns. But the Denver gonna be. You could beat either one, but I think Denver is more of a team. Like I have more players, more depth to me. So that'd be harder to beat. So, but yeah, I think you want the Suns.
All right. So that's what I want then. That's I'm going to root for them just a little bit more. And then, hey, if we hit a lottery ticket, maybe we can even see them play, next round. Who knows?
Right, yeah.
But before that, though, we do got to get to the next round. Lakers-Warriors. Lakers took a big step last night, getting to 3-1. So I'm feeling a lot more comfortable. AD doing his thing and actually guarding Curry a little bit, stepping out in the matchups. But really, we gotta say thank you to Lonnie Walker. This was the Lonnie Walker game for sure, and he really saved the Lakers. There's a little picture of LeBron giving him some love afterwards. But I'm feeling good. I know it's not easy. It's not going to be easy to put away the champs, but I'm really hoping that the Lakers can at least move forward to the next round. What are you guys thinking about this series?
Lakers in 5, bro. Lakers in 5. They've been playing extremely well. You know what I'm saying? They've been able to withstand, Steph's, everything that Steph's able to do, right? Because he can get hot so quickly. And they just started taking really dumb shots. Well, I don't say dumb shots because when they're making them, they're not dumb, right? But they're just quicker shots, right? We're used to Steph making those ones, but I think Klay took a lot of uncharacteristic shots yesterday. Like he was taking more Steph-esque shots where he's more of a spot-up shooter, honestly. But man, I just feel like the Lakers are playing really well, and as long as AD just keeps doing what AD's been doing, man, they're gonna be fine. Like, and it's always been the case, right? I feel like health and depth has always been the case. They got the depth, and AD's been healthy. So knock on wood, that stays the course, man. I think y'all like it actually legit get back to the finals, man.
That's so crazy exciting. Though. Yeah, that's crazy. They're number 7. They barely made it. They did the play-in, so they wasn't even supposed to be where they are right now. Yeah. But the crazy thing is the Warriors have been playing away very bad this year. They haven't played. They play good at home, but away they've been playing, and it's trickling. It came from the season to the playoffs now, So it's hard to be who they're going to be, and they can't play at home. You got Jordan Poole scoring 0 points like that. It's like he gotta do better. But I believe they're gonna win the next game because they're gonna be at home. They play better at home. Jordan Poole gonna probably play a little better. And then, like I said, like Lonnie Walker had a he had to do a lot to help them win that game too. So I think they might be out of luck the next home game, but I think they come home. I think they close them out. I don't see a game 7, but I do see them probably lose the next game, then to come back. But maybe LeBron can do it because LeBron hasn't really had like a bang bam game, so maybe he liked being there. So in San Francisco, so maybe he can have a good 35-point game and kind of get them over the top. So we'll see how it goes. But I want the Lakers to win, man. I don't want to see the Warriors win. So I picked the Warriors to win the series, but I was wrong. So it's 3-1. I don't think they'll come back from the 3-1 though.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I think that's really too tough to ask, but you never know, if any team maybe. But want to welcome Stephanie Washington to the show. She says,
"What up, Miss
replay. What's good? What's good?" And that's an interesting question actually. Steph says you think they should sit LeBron in Game 5.
No,
I don't think they should sit him, but if it gets bad early on, maybe get him some extra rest. I do think that he's been playing some heavy minutes. But like Marcus, like you alluded to, he hasn't really had like a takeover game yet where he really takes over. So hopefully it doesn't need that. We don't need that. Maybe he can reserve some of that for the next couple rounds. We'll see. But I do like the way the depth is playing.
Yeah, and one last thing I want to say: this is why LeBron is the GOAT. You see this picture. Jordan would have never did this. He never hugged Paxton. He never had Steve Kerr for helping him out. He would never. He was like, I did this. So that's why he's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Giving that flowers. You would never see Jordan do that. Y'all know it. He would never did that.
Man, LeBron's only doing that because he sees all those cameras over there. He's like,
he knew he had to tell that boy, thank you. He could have did it in the back if he wanted to. He had to say, this boy saved us, man.
True, he did. He's like, dang, that made a big difference though. 17 points, I think it was, all in the fourth quarter. That was a really big one game for him. So Anthony Weston says, you realize how crazy this is? The only players left from the bubble championship, it was AD and LeBron. That is crazy.
Wow.
Unk says Jordan would have punched him. And Anthony Weston also says Lakers defense is key. I really do think that is going to be the key moving forward and in this series. Though, if they can play defense, then that's going to be super legit. All right, last matchup that we need to talk about, and this is another one that we didn't think would be tied 2-2, but Philly has done a great job. We basically had Harden in Game 1, and then Harden in this last game, Game 4, really come in and be the hero. The other two games, Boston has completely blown out the 76ers. So one thing is clear is that Boston's scoring a lot of points, but, the 76ers are kind of keeping up sometimes.
Hey, they up I don't want to ruin it. Y'all watching it, but they
this one is in progress. So let's get a live update.
Yeah, so they up 102-83 with 7 minutes to go in the game.
Who's up?
So Sixers up 102-83 right now.
Oh, nice. That's what's up.
Let's go. And yeah, I think Boston. Road. Yeah, Boston is done. They done, man.
I hope so too. I can't stand Boston, dog.
Yeah, me either. I hate them with a passion. So let's go Sixers against the Heat, baby. Let's go.
That's good.
Man, I'm sure Pops is over here. It's so funny, but I really do think when Pops and I were talking about it, he's like, he's basically convinced now that his hatred for the Sixers is fueling them. And I'm like, man, you might have enough to just fuel them all the way to the championship. So, Pops, keep doing what you're doing. Your boys are making it work.
And Embiid, the MVP, is balling too. Let's go, Embiid.
That's good. It's about time he had a good game in this series because he hasn't really been. He missed the first game, and then other than that, he hasn't really been doing too much. So, Moms also says hate Boston from way back.
Yeah,
yes, definitely. So I hope to see them go down right here as well. But that'll be cool. But yeah, that's the NBA playoffs ones. I think I'm rooting for the Sixers as well, especially if they can win tonight in Game 5 and go home with a chance to steal it. Then that's super legit. So I think we've kind of made predictions for all the different series, though. Strizzy, anything else you wanted to say on this one, though?
Nah, man. I'm hoping 76ers Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. So let's get this done. Just hopefully finish them off back in Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'll be cool. Pop says hate the Celtics, but I've been rooting for them, so perhaps the opposite effect. Yeah,
and sometimes that works.
Yeah. Oh man, that's what I feel like. I have an opposite effect. If I bet on a team, they automatically lose. So it works. In sports it happens. So, but that's what's up. Okay, I think we only have a couple more topics, really. So we're gonna be kind of in an express mode. Strizzy, you're good?
Yeah, I actually got to dip out, but I do want to say one thing before I dip. I was in a golf tournament this last Saturday over at the Wigwam. And I know Marcus just played there on Monday or yesterday, and it was a pretty cool one. It was 18 holes, man. I shot 4 over. So
Dang.
yeah,
Great job.
yeah,
that's incredible.
Oh, it was cool. The front 9, it was even, so I basically parred the front 9, and then the back 9 didn't do so well. But I think on the front 9, the first they have like 3 par 5s.
Yeah, did you guys play team like best ball? Is that what it was, or was it?
No. There was 4 of us, and we were supposed to play best ball, but we didn't have anybody behind us. So we were the last group, so we just played our balls. So I got to shoot a 74 out of the 70. So I just had a good day, man. It was nice outside. It was cool out. I do not be hitting like that. It was just a really, really good solid day. And my drive was great. So so my putt still sucks, but getting to the green was easy. So that's what really helped me.
Yeah.
I gotta practice my putting, man. My putting's so bad, bro.
It's fun, man. Read them greens.
It's fun.
Yeah,
that's what's up, man. Well, great job, man. Coming up too in the golf world, and that's a great score, especially from playing your own ball. Like I wouldn't be able to do that at all.
No, it was fun. It was fun.
I'd be like plus unlimited, you know, running out of spaces on the score sheet. But that's what's up, man. We know you got to take care of some things, so thank you for being with us, and we'll check you next week. But we're just gonna knock out a couple more things real quick before we get up out of here.
Always, man. Love y'all. Be safe,
man. For sure.
Peace.
All right, Marcus.
I apologize, man. I don't know. It's like the sun coming in these windows, making me.
It's like the perfect timing. Nah, you're okay though. You're with me,
they look
right?
like I'm in here smoking or something, dog. I ain't smoking nothing.
Oh, of all the people too, Marcus, what you got going on over there?
Yeah,
you get like some racist or something? No, I'm playing. We know it ain't like that, but no, the sun is strong out here for sure. So, let's see what we can get through though. Other sports, nothing really too crazy, but the official collective bargaining agreement has been reached in MLB. So this is something I did want to touch on because technically, since the end of 2021, there has not been a collective bargaining agreement. And, you know, we had the lockout before last year.
Right.
And then really, so this year was just, there was like a handshake agreement that they would work things out later. So now a year and a half later, things have actually been worked out and they have an agreement through at least 2026. So we won't hopefully see any more lockouts or anything like that anytime soon in baseball. But one thing is baseball did get the agreement to tamper with some more rules. So that's one thing I don't really like about it, but the players were like, I don't like that they mess around with the rules, but the players in exchange are getting more money and more money sooner. So that was worth it to them. So let's see. What else? We got Canelo. So Canelo, he kind of got into it a little bit with Davis last week because Davis was saying how he's like the face of boxing after beating Ryan Garcia. And Canelo came out and was like, you know, I'm still the face of boxing. Like I'm still active. Canelo did fight this weekend in Mexico in front of some 50,000 people. So that was really cool. His first time fighting in Mexico in about 12 years. So that's really cool. But I don't know. I wanted to get your thoughts on the debate because I feel like Canelo is still one of the best. But the fact that he was fighting this weekend, there was no fanfare. There was no hype for his fight. Like, do people still care about Canelo the same? Or is Davis somebody that might be like the future of the boxing?
I think it's a game he's playing Canelo. I think Canelo is still top of the game. I think he's trying to do these small fights. People's like, oh, he ain't got it no more. And then he's going to get that fight he won and he's going to dominate. I don't want to see him fight. I don't want to tank the fight him yet. I don't want to see that yet. Because I think you look at him, dog. Like, I think he did lose that one fight because he went in cocky, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of like threw him off a little bit. Too, yeah. But I think he's warming up. I think he's good. I think he's got the people fooled. Like oh, he ain't fighting nobody right now. We could fight him. But I don't think I think if Davis fought him, I don't think it'll be a knockout. You know, I think this be his first fight in a long time. It'll go all the way, you know, or he could get knocked out, you know, because Canelo's a strong guy. So could they even fight though?
I think Canelo would have to come down or Davis would have to go up a little bit.
Okay.
So
I would want to see that fight. I would want to see it, but I like Davis. I don't want to see it for him yet. I think he'll lose that fight. So I think Canelo, because look who he's with. You know, like De La Hoya. Them guys, they not stupid. They smart. They know what they're doing. And I feel like it's a game. I think they trying to make people think he don't have it anymore, and then he show up and just kill people. So
got you. Yeah, I still think Canelo has plenty of money to make, and he still has a big following. And I think too, in this country, we get kind of caught up, right? Davis might be thinking what's around him, but I mean, in Mexico and globally, Canelo is a big star, so you can't take that away from him. I don't know if he's necessarily the only face of boxing, but he still needs to be talked about when you talk about the greats in boxing that are doing it right now. So shout out to Canelo on that one. The other thing, this is a kind of a sad story. The Kentucky Derby was this weekend, and we had Mage as the winner, which was actually a big underdog in this race. Actually, was a 15-1 odds for this horse to win. But the sad thing was that 7 horses passed away in the days leading up to the Kentucky Derby. So over last week, and then also including a couple of Saturday morning, from basically different on-track injuries and different things that were going on. So definitely a sad story. You know, the Kentucky Derby is something that has a lot of prestige and tradition and honor, but you know, I feel like this year especially, it's going to be tainted by, you know, those horses passing away. And I think that, you know, maybe there'll be more investigation into it, because unfortunately, I think it happens more often than not, but because the Kentucky Derby is such a big horse race, that there's more attention about it, you know. But really, when the Triple Crown starts happening is when people like you and I would even think about horse racing.
Exactly.
But, horse racing is going on like every weekend somewhere. So just kind of sad, man. I feel bad for those horses, just because it's like, you know, they get put through a lot, I'm sure, for entertainment. And you know, I get it. It is what it is. But it's just kind of like, dang, man, what's going on over there? I feel like that's a bad look. And I feel like that, you know, we'll see, or we could see some things coming out.
I say you think they're going to kind of come out and say what happened?
Well, yeah. So like there were different injuries, but yeah, they were. So Stephanie, I mean, that's a good thing to point out. Weren't they killed, not passed away? That's true. I mean, they were basically euthanized because of their injuries, right? If they have like broken bones or hoofs, injuries like that they're basically put down. So yeah, it's messed up, you know. But especially with horses, when their bones break, it's not like a human where you can just put it in a cast and they're good. Like horses sleep standing up, they have to be moving around, and their bones are also more brittle where they break like not clean, you know, like it'll be like shattered to where it's like it can't really
get healed back.
Can't really heal like that. So what they do, you know, it takes a lot of impact on their legs, and it puts a lot of impact on their legs, and it's just messed up, you know. But that's basically what it came down to, is them having injuries on the track and preparing for the Kentucky Derby. So
sad stuff.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. There's a next month is the Preakness, I think. So we'll see. But I'm interested to see. This happened a few years ago, I think like in 2019 or 2018, where Santa Ana's horse track, they had like a lot of deaths in a row. And so they did some different investigations. So we'll see if something comes of that. So, but definitely sad for those horses for sure. All right. I think that's pretty much it. Unc asked, was Ime Udoka hired by Houston? He was.
Yeah.
We talked about that last week, Unc, but you might not have been on the show at the time. But yeah, we were pretty excited about that. We think he has a big job ahead, but I think it'll be
he do.
But he definitely has a big task ahead. Anthony Weston says, my guy Pat Mahomes was at the Derby starting it up and the Grand Prix. That's what's up. So you know, I'm sure he was dressed really fancy for the Derby. But also, that's true. The Grand Prix was in Miami this weekend, and that's really cool, man. To see him drive around the streets of Miami is really dope. And in November, they're going to do it in Vegas. I still want to try to go, but it's really expensive. But you can actually get a room on the strip to where you can see the race go by on the strip. Like that would be super.
That's dope, but I don't think it's worth that much. Unless you got it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if we can write it off on SLAC, you know what I'm saying? Get some media passes, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Stephanie has to open some social media type of thing.
Yeah, we don't stay with Steph, man. We just make us some badges and get going out there, man.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll do that. Mom said also a couple of them were due to heart issues. So horses, but yeah. Unc says, is Lewis Hamilton the Jordan of Formula One? Basically, yeah. Even though he came in even younger to the game when he took over and won his championships, he still has a long way to go. So he needs to get back to that championship level. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton, he's a beast. He's one of the best. I think that's it. Tiger Woods, there's some trouble there. I'm not gonna say anything too much about it, but we'll see what happens.
Oh wait, yeah, we gotta see what's going on, man.
Tiger, you gotta clean up your act, man. Stop making the same mistakes.
Yeah,
but
that's why he ain't winning. He gotta get it together.
Yeah, gotta get it together. But I think I'm looking at our notes real quick. I think that was pretty much it. So I think we're gonna leave it there. Not exactly a world record, but a little bit faster. We'll get to enjoying these games. I guess go Suns tonight is what I should be saying.
Yeah, we're gonna go Suns tonight, man. So
all right.
It's gonna be tough though, but like I said, whoever wins this game, they got the series, I think.
I think so too. I agree. That'll be a good one though. And shout out to the 76ers balling, man. I didn't know if they would be able to beat Boston there in Boston, but that's a big game for them to win like that.
They're trying to make a little run, but I think they won't have enough time. So
all right. Well, we'll see. Pops, keep hating on the Sixers, and we'll see. We'll use that reverse psychology all the way to the championship. So that's what's up. We continue our countdown to episode 200, but that was 193, and we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. It's your boy A-Dub.
Your boy Marcus, man. Taco Tuesday, man. Go get you a taco, man. Let's go.